Yo, it's cool times. Gang, gang to my cats, sup to all my ducks. I just want to say thank you, thank you, thank you to all my snipers who watch and like and comment and subscribe. Do all that on a daily basis because it is tough doing daily NFT content. I know a lot of people are like, how can you do daily NFT content? Are you just pumping and dumping different random projects? Well, the proof is actually in the pudding, guys. So I'm doing a 10x minting project video today, and I wanted to circle back on a 10x minting project I talked about a couple of months ago, because I think it's important to look at these YouTubers' track records. I think it's important to look at NFT influencers' track records and see if they've actually gotten things right before. So I'm actually opened up to a video of mine from October 17th, where I talked about altered state machine as a potential 10x NFT mint. So we can see here, the Genesis drop October 20th. So I gave you 3 days notice, and it was for 0.09 ETH. So if we do 0.09 times 10, that's 0.9 ETH. Let's go check the floor price, guys. I wonder what it's at right now. I feel like I'm doing like Blue's Clues right now. Look, it's a 1.4 floor price. We've actually done more than a 10x. So the other people who are doing these videos on 10x, 50x, 100x, actually go back and watch those videos. Did those videos actually provide value? And if you think these videos do for you, make sure to like, make sure to subscribe so I can continue to give free alpha to my friends, the snipers. But let's get into today's video. Let's talk about some of these projects that could 10x. The first one I want to talk to you guys today about is a derivative project, because if you look at some of the derivatives, they're going crazy right now. I know a lot of people want to say don't get into derivatives, but the proof is in the pudding. When you see a project like Desperate Ape Wives have tons and tons of whale sales every hour, it seems like. Literally go on the OpenSea activity and just look at Desperate Ape Wives. It's a derivative of Bored Ape Yacht Club. Look at the sales on that. It's continued to do well. And obviously you can look at Noundles from last week. So I think an NFT trader has to change their policies from a month-to-month basis. You're going to be left in the dust. So I used to say I'm not into derivatives. Now I'm all about derivatives because we can flip them and make money. So this one's really cool. It's kind of a punks derivative. It's called Dr. Eatsville's Frankenpunks. Frankenpunks look super, super sick. It almost has this Rick and Morty type feel to it, but they're created by 3D punks. Now, if you look at 3D punks, on OpenSea, they have a Genesis collection of 100 items, and it's at a 1.89 floor price. So this is a great team. They already have a highly sought after Genesis collection. And honestly, I think I like the Frankenpunks a little bit more. So these again have that kind of weird Deadfellas type fun feel to it, but it's also got some really interesting things underneath the hood, which is one of the reasons why Noundles popped off so much. Basically, they have 4 Cryptopunks that they're going to be basically fractionalizing. You can stake your Frankenpunk. So there's a lot of stuff going on underneath the hood just besides the art here. The Discord is private, but I like having Discords private. It's just like when Doodles came out and they had a private Discord. It really harvests a tight-knit community. It weeds out all of the paper hands. It weeds out all the flippers. So I think this will maintain a good floor price if you mint it. And it's got a really nice website here. Again, I mentioned you could stake. Really cool, kind of you can see some of the artworks here. This is super sick profile picture art. And they have these 4 Cryptopunks that you'll be able to have a hand in. So really cool fractionalization going on here if you want to get your hand on a punk like I mentioned in yesterday's video. And they also have a docs team. So that's really cool. Love this derivative project. Think it has a good chance to be pretty big. Another one I want to talk to you guys about is Croaks. Now this is one that I just like. There's some projects that are going to 10x, 50x, but there's some projects that I just like. And I'm somebody who is a collector. And as a collector, I would want this Cryptodads derivative Croaks. I think it's got a big community behind it. I can see it having kind of that MFer, motherfucker, Satoshi type push to it, because the people who are behind this project are OG collectors in the Cryptodads Discord. So these are the 3D kind of voxel versions of them. Really cool. They have some plans maybe for some meat space, IRL type collaborations here. So I don't know. Just really cool derivative here, because I think you have to put stock in some of these niche mints like Satoshi's MFer. It's not going to get traded at a crazy, crazy high volume, but the people who get in a project like Croaks are really going to like it. So it's minting December 11th and could be worth it. Again, these are projects that I just get a kick out of. It's like when I go to the toy collectible store and I buy Small Soldiers Burger King toys from the 90s, or I went to the toy store the other day and I bought this damaged Spawn toy. I just like buying random stuff. So Croaks is kind of like that random buy that I could see having some movement in the market. But let's get back to a project that will definitely 10x, and that's going to be Thingdoms. It's very, very tough to get into this Discord right now. It's very tough to get a whitelist, but this is a project to me that has Subducks-like potential. It's because it's got really, really cool art you can see from here. Kind of like this, yeah, doodles, Subduck style art here. You could kind of almost see it in a gallery. It's got really cool kind of this impressionistic flow to it. So I really like it. It's doing something really cool called Thingdoms FM, which is basically like this radio station they have in Discord, playing great tunes. They're also doing like some podcasts, some talkers on there. So they're really trying to integrate the community, build the community through this Thingdoms FM. So I would just recommend you following this Twitter, putting on post notifications, because I was lurking the Thingdoms Twitter last night and I saw that they randomly tweeted out 3 Discord links for like 1 minute. If you jumped on those links quick, you would have gotten the Discord. You would have maybe gotten on whitelist. I know some people in my Discord did. So it's a project that's very gated right now. It's very tough to get in. As you can see, it's minting early December. So you're going to want to keep an eye on this one. Again, I see it in like that Subducks range, really cool style art with a really, really strong diamond hand community. So even if this is something that you pick up on the secondary, I could see this definitely staying strong just because of that community. The other project I wanted to bring up is Flovatar, which has some really, really cool art, but there's a lot more beneath the hood. So we've got these cool little characters, but you're able to shape your own unique avatar. So you're going to be able to build your own NFT instead of just relying on the generative traits that you're given. So each Flovatar is guaranteed by the smart contract to be one of one unique. So whatever you build is going to be one of one. So that's kind of like a cool thing to flex here. But you're going to have like, you're going to start off with a body. You'll have different eyes to choose from, nose, mouth, and you're really going to build this from the ground up. It's kind of like Build-A-Byte, which I talked about in a video a couple days ago. But this is so much more different because they're all going to be one-of-one. There's 3 billion unique combinations. It's fully on chain, which is so crazy. It's definitely an upside to, buying a project if it's fully on chain. No IFPS, no like weird Google Drive links or anything like that. But the thing I love about this so much is there's a 1% lifetime royalty. Anytime a Flovatar is traded on a secondary marketplace, it goes back to the original creator. So let's say I mint a Flovatar, I build my own Flovatar, and then I sell it. I will get 1% of all the royalties for the rest of my life. So whether this project blows up or not is up in the air. I'm not sure if it's going to be an altered state machine in 10x. But what I do know is you're going to have a token like Dusk, and you're going to be getting 1% lifetime royalties if you do decide to sell. So that's some crazy passive income. Imagine this does turn into the next cool cats at 10x, 50x, 100x. That 1% lifetime royalty is honestly some great passive income. Also, just really fun to build your own Flovatar. So they say they're always going to honor the 1% royalty distribution. I'm in. I think that's awesome. I'm going to build the sickest Flovatar. I'm going to maybe try to sell it on secondary, get some royalties, but really cool art here, fully on chain, and the royalties go back to you, which is really, really sweet. Now, the last thing I want to talk about today is a project that's minting today. And I don't know if this is going to 10x, but again, it's a really, really cool style project. It's called Defenders of Doge Wood. It's a play to earn RPG game. Again, 100% on chain, no IPFS, no API, just doges in the ETH blockchain. I think the art is really kind of like cute here, which is somewhat important. It's got that meme ability. Everyone loves doges. They got like different breeds too. They got the Shibus, they got the doges, they got all that. So that's minting later today. You could probably still jump in the Discord and get a whitelist. Like, it's not super, super hyped up, but it really reminds me of a project I talked about a couple of weeks ago. And I'm going to go back to my track record here, guys. I talked about a project called Furballs a couple of weeks ago. It's currently at a 0.299 floor price. So you're doing a lot better than, the mint price. But as you can see here, it really did peak for one moment. It was at 0.6 average sale a week ago. I talked about this November 4th in my video. You can see a young sniper here, a young impressionistic sniper. He had no idea what was going to come. But yeah, I'm talking about this on November 4th for the pre-sale here. It's talking about launching. So this project, Defenders of Dogewood, really reminds me of Furballs, which is one of the first like on-chain games we really saw. So I actually wanted to go onto the Discord here. Okay, so I got the white paper opened up from the Discord. I'm literally going to start bleeding from my eyes because of how many white papers I've read in the last week. But really cool here. You have 4 options at mint. You can do nothing, you can forage, you can recruit, you can re-roll, which I think is going to be really important because there's specific types of breed that you want. But also the tree token is really going to come into effect here because as you can see, the first 3,000 defenders are only going to cost 4 treat, but there's a steep penalty once you get to the 3,000, it's 25, then it goes up to 85, and then you have 5,000, you can't even use treat. So the treat token is going to be very important to use. That's why you're going to want to stake these things right away. But you might also want to re-roll for specific breeds. So if I go down here, you can see I got like the Shiba Inu, I got the Pug, I got the Corgi, the Bulldog. Obviously these dogs, like people love dogs for whatever reason. They love like the Doge memes. So I just think that this kind of like game with the dogs is specifically interesting, I think, to people who are in crypto. Along with the breeds, you also have some classes like a warrior, for example, is going to get you the best yield returns, about 25%. There's a rogue, there's hunters, there's all these different classes where you're going to be able to want to earn more treats than you would with different other types of breeds or classes. So a lot of game theory involved with this one. Really reminds me of furballs, like I mentioned, but also wolf game. There's some stuff on the back end here that could be really cool, like play to earn quests. Also some peer-to-peer battles, because I know you guys love playing Pokemon. I'd always start off with Charmander, and I'd always try to beat like Gary, who had like the Squirtle. Like, why would you pick Squirtle? You know, I got Charmander. Why are you trying to extinguish my flame? Why would you do that? So you're going to be able to do peer-to-peer battles. So really kind of cool white paper here. I think it's got a good team behind it. It's minting today, so definitely watch out for that. And that's really all I got. I just wanted to mention, thank you guys so much for all the support. I would love to get to 5K subscribers within the next couple of days, because my new goal is by the end of the year, if I get 10K subscribers, I will quit my day job and go full-time sniper for all of you guys, for all the community, and give away as much alpha as I can. So make sure to subscribe. I'm also doing a 0.1 ETH giveaway on my Twitter. If you want 0.1 ETH just to jumpstart your sniping pew pew career like Bradley Cooper, an American sniper, go onto my Twitter below, retweet, like, do all that stuff to win 0.1 ETH. Hey, maybe you'll be able to mint a defender of Doge Woods today. Who knows? You'll 10x. You'll have the sniper to thank for it. That's all we got for today. Just remember to say gang, gang.